rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's smart, shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. They've got Favors. Barrett is out there with Griffin, and it's Gaines in at the 3 slot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's the great one. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point. Two great pivot men tonight, Chris. The position has obviously changed over the last couple years. If you were playing now, you think you'd be more of a 4 or a 5?
You know, Kevin, I think I'd be a 3. I played the 4 and 5 in the NBA when I played, and I think I'd be a 3. Right now, you get to shoot, you get to take guys out on the wing. Defensively, though, I'd have to make sure I call for some help because laterally, you got to be able to move out there with those guys. But I think definitely it'd be the 3, 4, and 5 the way the game has evolved.
And you can bring the ball up. I've seen you do it. I know you could do it in this game as well.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, you have a lot more opportunity to do it in this game, and that's not a criticism. It's actually, I love the way the game is played now. It's a lot less hand-checking, more space, and when you play with guys like I did from the Peja Stojakovic's and all the great shooters, the Tracy Murrays, those guys, it's that much easier to play in space because the defense has to honor those guys, and if they space out, that means you may just have a wide-open lane to the basket.
The Pistons shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Giannis, and the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Passes it to Favors. Shot clock at 6. Here's Griffin out to Favors. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Oh, he knows he has to be their defensive anchor. I mean, when Drummond hustles on this end, he can get these blocks.
Well, Bucks with a quick start to this game. Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. Drummond with it. And the rejection by Favors. To the middle. That one doesn't go. Nice D from the great one. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. And Griffin sends it back.
Well, it's huge whenever Griffin comes up with blocks. I mean, you love to see him be more consistent in this area.
To the inside. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Inside. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Wow, you gotta admire the aggression. Drummond leaving no room for error with the nice slam.
For Detroit, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Detroit, no good that time either.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Big bodies and soft hands. Well, that's what these guys possess. Top assisting centers and power forwards this year. Number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And, of course, Blake Griffin.
And these are some of the most complete players in our league. I mean, they're not just traditional score and rebound big men. They can beat you with their passing as well.
Yeah, the way they move the ball is tremendous. I love seeing that kind of pass work being done out there, out of the post.
And at 6'7", Barrett with terrific positional size, which allows him to create problems for defenders down low.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
And Chris, just how special was it to play for Detroit in your career? What relationship does this team have with their fans?
Yeah, it was so special. I mean, being able to go home to the house that I grew up in, to where my parents lived, and be able to go to the Pistons practice and to be part of it, to put on that jersey. It was so special, man. This team, the mainstay of the city. I mean, you feel like you can lift up the whole city when you play for the Pistons. It was such a special part of my career.
Favors can't get it to go, and it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 12-1 run. And Antetokounmpo. Great D that time from Griffin. Pistons trailed by 11. At the teardrop. Oh, that's blocked. But they'll get another chance. Here is Gaines. Defended by Drummond. Knocks down the three ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Giannis. The Bucks working the ball around. The great one passes to Drummond. There's the lob into the Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but then that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Detroit with the ball, following the basket by Giannis. Over to the wing. Barrett wide open. He fires. Another three for Detroit.
And well, like a lot of young players, Barrett's working hard to become proficient from range.
Here's DiVincenzo. An 11-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
Griffin's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Pistons trailed by 7. Now Gaines. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Barrett. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's the great one. Here's Drummond. Rebound, Detroit. Favors has got 5 rebounds tonight. And stolen by Drummond. Giannis inside. Griffin's there. They get it back. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Now the pass to Favors. Pass to Barrett. Fade away. It's Drummond with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. Pistons trailed by 9. To the paint. Here's Gaines and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. There's the great one, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Defended by Drummond. Passes it to Favors. Fades back. Rebounded by the Bucks.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Injuries can play such a big part in a player's career. Which guys strike you, Chris, as the biggest what-if stories? Had they stayed healthy?
Wow. I mean, you got to start, in my mind, I got to go to, a guy like a Grant Hill. He was Mr. Triple-Double. He and Jason Kidd, to me, were almost the same players, just in different bodies. When Grant started his career off in Detroit, to see him get injured, man, that that just hurt me because he had so much potential. Even though he had a great career, I still think about him. How about Greg Oden? He got hurt in his senior year, had to shoot free throws with his left hand, and then he comes into the league, and the big fella just had to battle injuries, and feel sorry for that big fella because he was so skilled in the game.
And the foul called on the great one. That's foul number 2 for him. Tumboya kicks it to Gaines. Pass to Ryan. Weaver the pass to Ryan. Off target with his 3. Bucks leading by 16. Wilson out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's the great one. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
Now, here's Barrett. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. The pass to Weaver. Barrett kicks it to Gaines. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Barrett. From deep. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Bangs on the trifecta. And the Bucks lead by 21. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now, here's Barrett. Defense right on him.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The great one in that last game against the Thunder put on a show. He tallied 50 points and seemed to pick apart the defense all night with a ton of assists. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. And he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, right. Now, I'm sure he wants to come out in attack mode. The other key for him is to continue to get to his spots on the floor.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Passes it to Barrett. Shot to stop the run. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Detroit's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Griffin with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Barrett the pass to Griffin. Here is Gaines. Defended by Middleton. Here's Barrett. The 3rd shot of the possession finally falls for him. Barrett's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Milwaukee.
Count it. And that's now 6 points for the great one.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Favors. He kicks to Griffin. Back to Favors. And here's Barrett. 5 points in the game. Ball's knocked loose. Here's DiVincenzo. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
The pass to Griffin. Here is Favors. And again, Detroit turns it over. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see who's led the league in blocks in the second half of the season. Andre Drummond, fourth.
He's been protecting the rim as well as anybody in the league during that stretch. I mean, he is not making it easy to take the ball inside.
Pass to the great one. Down low. Kicks it down to Middleton. Here's the great one. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Shoots a fader and another basket for Milwaukee.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
So it's the Pistons now. After the made shot from the great one, basket counts.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Powered down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, Greg, they're just playing smart basketball, reading the floor well and executing.
Pass to Favors. Left side, Griffin. For the three, and the three ball is good. He's got 8.
Well, this is what Griffin gives you. Excellent vision, excellent decision-making with the ball in his hands. Oh, well, Kev, you know I always appreciate when a big man can create for others. Blake Griffin, he's one of the best in the game in that regard. Such a fantastic passer.
Detroit's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. On offense, here are the Bucks. They're on an 18-7 run. It's stolen by Barrett. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. Chris, you almost forget just how big Griffin is because of how smoothly he can facilitate for others.
Yeah, Kevin, and I hate when people say he's a good passer for a big man. I mean, what type of caveat is that? He's just a good passer. He has great vision, superb timing, and that's why he's always been near the top in assists for bigs.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And the rejection by Favors. Now Barrett pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And the longer the run goes on, the more momentum will swing their way.
There's the three. It's good from long range. Barrett's got 7 points for the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's DiVincenzo. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. The great one, and he banks in the layup. The great one's got 12 in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Detroit with the ball. After the made shot from the great one, it's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's the great one. Great pass to set up the lay-in. 14 points for him.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
And now a look at Blake Griffin. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 15 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. But to have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
76% on the season from the foul line.
I love watching Griffin play the game. I mean, he has a lot of confidence in his abilities. He's terrific at staying aggressive.
Bielitsa, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Erickson's checked in. The great one passes to Len. Lock at 6. Thomas dishes to Len. Here's the great one. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Poked away. Kicks to Oladipo. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and it's leading to scores.
The Pistons making a change here. Chris, the NBA has flattened now the draft lottery odds. And now that you've seen it at work, seen it in play, any additional changes you might make?
Well, you know, Kev, I still a wait and see for me. I definitely like the NBA making sure they try to address the problem. You never want a team to think that they can be rewarded for losing. So I like what we've done so far, but you know, if I'm a GM, if I'm a president, I'm always going to try to find ways to manipulate and find that, you know, those open gray areas. And so I think this is something we're always going to have to address, but I love the fact the NBA has gotten ahead of the problem.
Like the Clippers of a year ago. They looked like, gosh, they've lost all their superstars, but they gave it such a great go. They actually made the playoffs.
Yeah, and it started from the top. I mean, Mr.
Right.
Ballmer said, listen, we do not want to lose. We're going to go in and we're going to play hard. And I tell you what, I think that that's what rewarded them during free agency by able to go out, recruit players and say, listen, we don't lose here. We just need you to take us over the top. And I think that's a pretty good recruiting pitch.
Here's Thomas after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. The great one passes to Len, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. The Pistons have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting. Weaver the pass to Ryan. Oladipo outside. From the arc. It's not going to go for him. And Milwaukee the other way now.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
So the Bucks, their last game, a win against the Thunder. Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Shooting for Milwaukee.
First one falls for him. And the Pistons making a change here. Toomboy is checked in. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Detroit's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's coming off a 34-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And not only that, I mean,
so it's the Pistons now. Now here's Oladipo. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Bucks ahead, just dominating this. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Without question, the great one displaying his skills today.
man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And Detroit looking at who they've got. They've got Griffin. He's out there with Favors. And it's Gaines in at the small forward position. And Detroit has possession. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team. There's the dish to Barrett. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And this is Barrett at his best, looking for a shot, being active on offense. Love it.
Giannis kicks to Middleton. And stolen by Favors. Misses the three.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Outside Favors. 5 to shoot. A baseline J. The rebound by the Bucks. Drummond's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Middleton outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Drummond passes to the great one. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. The great one's got 19 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Players have different ways of leading. Some guys, Chris, are loud and fiery. Others let their play do all the talking. What was your approach?
Well, Kevin, it depended on what situation I was in. When I was in Sacramento, I could be the quiet, fiery guy that led through my actions because Vlade was more of a vocal guy, and we had a really good spirited team, so I didn't need to do much besides what we did in practice. In my younger days, when you want to win, you want to get out there, and maybe everyone doesn't have the sense of urgency that you do. You're a little bit more vocal, but I've always believed that the best leaders, no matter how well they communicate or anything else, the best leaders lead by example. And if you're telling everyone what to do and you're not doing it, usually it falls on deaf ears. So go out there and do it by example first, and everybody will follow.
Good advice. From the high post, and that one is good. He's got 13. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's DiVincenzo. And Drummond throws it down.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
Time called here. The Pistons to over. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
He's been a force inside. If they don't commit more bodies down low, he's going to keep destroying them in the paint.
That's his first personal foul.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Griffin. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Bucks, Chris Middleton. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Middleton hits them both. The Pistons have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter.
Bucks foul. That's his second personal foul.
Here's Griffin. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And the foul called on the great one. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Griffin kicks it to Gaines. Pass to Favors. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Griffin. Detroit, no good that time either.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers. Oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? The Pistons shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. Defended by Middleton. Rebounded by the Bucks. Drummond's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. To the middle. That shot, no good. The Pistons go the other way with it. To the wing on the left. Here's Gaines. No good on the triple. On offense, here are the Bucks. They're on a 16-7 run. No good from the great one. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Barrett. Drains it from beyond the arc. Barrett's got 15.
Yeah, you close off the lane. Barrett can pull up on a dime and knock down that jumper.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Barrett, no good. The Bucks have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. And it's good, 2 points. Antetokounmpo's got 8 here in the quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Outside Favors. And there's the pass to Gaines from deep. The rebound by the Bucks. Here's the great one. Lays it up and banks it in. The great one's got 23 points.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Outside Griffin. Left side Favors. Over Drummond. Favors can't get it to go.
Hate to say it, he's dragging them down. Not a single bucket this game.
Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
The feed to Griffin. Favors trying to break free, and that one's good. Griffin.
A big problem for the defense inside. I mean, once Griffin gets established, he's comfortable shooting the ball.
Here's DiVincenzo. Over Barrett. Here's Drummond. Yep, it counts. Drummond's got 8 points.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Passes to Barrett. Dishes it to Favors. Over Drummond. That one off the back iron and out. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Pass to DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Drummond passes to Antetokounmpo. Here's DiVincenzo. Here's the great one. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. The great one's got 10 points here in the second half. Detroit's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Griffin. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and it'll go to the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's a minute close to the rim.
Adams is out there with Wilson. Then there's the great one, and it's Holmes in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Favors. They get the rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D. Avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
No, exactly. Give it to the guy with the hot hand as long as you can. Let him try to close this out.
Weaver, good on the triple.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Pass to the great one. Adams taking his time here. Here's the great one. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. The great one's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Pistons shooting under 40% all in all for the game. With the floater, Weaver the pass to Favors. Oladipo outside. Now here's Favors. 6 to shoot. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Derrickson's shot is off. The Bucks shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Back to Wilson. And the pass to the great one. Adams against Favors. Adams the pass to the great one. Wilson kicks to Holmes. From outside the arc. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Sunday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on John Wall and the Chicago Bulls.
And looking at the Wizards matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Here's Derrickson. Outside Favors. Here's Derrickson. Passes it to Weaver. Releases from 15. Here's Favors. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
Pass to the great one. And Oladipo pulls it down. For Detroit, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Doumbouya, good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. The great one passes to Adams. Shot from 12. The shot's good. Adams has got his first bucket in this one. The Pistons have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Pass to Oladipo. He dishes it to Favors. 5 on the clock. The pass to Weaver. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
And the three-pointers is becoming a weapon for him now. You can see it. I mean, this is his second of this half, 3rd overall.
That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Favors. To the paint. Here's Doumbouya. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's the great one. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The first free throw is good. The Pistons making a change here.
At the line for 2.
Both free throws good from the great one. The Pistons have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. High arcing shot, and it's good on the way in.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
And now the Pistons fast break. The tray. That shot misses. The Bucks go the other way with it. Inside. Detroit with the rebound.
He struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
Bazemore misses. Bucks shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. LaQ. Adams trying to free himself up. The shot that time not on target. Bazemore on the wing. Nailed from three-point land. Bazemore's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Passes it to the great one. And it's blocked. A second chance effort. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. The Pistons on offense. They're on a 16-7 run. And the foul called on the great one. That will be foul number 5 on him. So for the Pistons, Derek Favors checked in for Paxson. Griffin comes in for Jonas Jerebko. And Barrett subbed in for Kent Bazemore. High post shot. And he connects with the jumper. He's got 19.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, showing that short area skill allows him to create some space.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
They have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Here's the great one. He kicks it to Drummond. The putback. Pistons trailed by 21. Off target from outside.
Can't quite find his three-point touch in the second half yet. He had 2 in the first half, but still none since the break.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Pass to Griffin. Left side Favors. Shot clock at 6. The 15-footer. Rebound Giannis Antetokounmpo. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. For Detroit, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. They get a hand on it. And here we go. Giannis heading to the hoop. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Pass to Barrett. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
Here's the great one. He gets it in there. The great one's got 36.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Barrett. The rebound by the great one. The great one's got his 4th rebound in this one. And now in transition is Gaines. Here we go. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And that one falls for Favors.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And not gonna go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Bazemore passes to Jerebko. Nice ball movement by Detroit to the right side. Here's Paxson. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And the Bucks miss again. Detroit's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Now here's Jerebko. He's covered by Bielitsa. Here's Favors. Nails the baby hook. Favors has got 5 points in the quarter.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
The pass to the great one. Here's Giannis. He's covered by Bazemore. Passes it to McLeod. Just 5 to shoot. And Belyita has it in the corner. And to Kumbo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Pistons shooting around 40% from the floor here. Right wing. Now Gaines. Good D by Giannis.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Here's DiVincenzo, guarded by Oladipo. Back to Middleton. Pass to the great one. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Here's DiVincenzo. Offensive rebound. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
And the free throw, no good. To the inside, Oladipo. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Here's the great one. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got his 7th assist here tonight. The Pistons shooting fairly well in the fourth, around 48%. Oladipo outside. Unloads. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. McLeod passes to the great one.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Wilson, he's checked in for the Bucks.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bucks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And counting tonight's game on the season, they'll now have won 57 games this year.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4-0.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
Here's Oladipo. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they wanted.
Left side, Adams. And there's the pass to McLeod. Tipped away. Jerebko with it. Now defended by Adams. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Game.
20 seconds left in the game. Pass to Bazemore. Three-pointer. Wilson grabs the board. Here's the great one. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They Ported on tonight. Dominant showing in front of the crowd.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
That'll wrap it up, folks.